You have got your business idea. That's amazing. It's going to change the world. But where do you start? Did you know that 90% of the startups fail? And one of the biggest reasons is this. They spend too much time and money building products nobody wants. But there is a smarter way, the MVP. In this episode, I will show you how companies like Airbnb and Dropbox used MVPs to grow into billion-dollar businesses. The science behind why MVPs work and how you can use this strategy to test your business idea for a little and less than $100. Let's get started. Hello everyone, this is the Mindset Engineer, and today I will speak about an interesting topic we have been waiting for a long time ago, which is an MVP or minimum viable product, which is the simplest version of your product. It has just enough features to solve one key problem for your customers, nothing more. Think of it as a scientific experiment for your business idea. Instead of guessing what people want, you test it. You launch fast, gather data, and adapt based on real feedback. Why does it work? Research shows that companies that test and adapt early are 75% more likely to succeed. It's like running an experiment. You make a hypothesis, test it, and improve it based on results. For example, when Airbnb started, they didn't build a fancy platform. They put up a basic website with photos of their apartment. The results? People booked it, proving there was a demand for affordable short-term stays. So, why is the MVP approach so powerful? Let's break it down with numbers. First, the cost saving. The average startup spent $18,000 developing a product that might fail. With an MVP, you can test your idea for less than $500 in many cases. For example, Dropbox only spent $15 to create a demo video for their MVP. That video brought in 70,000 signups before they even build the product. Second, speed to market. Traditional product development can take 6 to 12 months. With an MVP, you can launch in weeks. For example, Zappos tested their ideas in just a few days by photographing shoes at local stores and selling them online. And third, customer validation. Research shows 42% of startups fail because there is no market need. An MVP helps you avoid this by testing if people actually want your product before you invest heavily. For example, Instagram started as a simple photo sharing app. They focused on one feature, gathered feedback, and grew into the giant we know today. How to build the MVP? I'll give you 4 steps. Start with identifying the problem. You need to ask yourself, what problem am I solving? You need to focus on a specific group of people. For example, Airbnb solved one problem, helping travelers find cheap local stays. And second, define your core feature. What's the one thing that your product absolutely needs to work? Skip everything else. For example, for Dropbox, it was simply syncing files across devices. And third, build the simplest version. Your MVP doesn't have to be perfect. It could be a simple website, social media post, even a video explaining your idea. And of course, numbers matter. Studies show that 64% of customers are willing to use basic prototypes if the core value is clear. And the fourth and last, test and measure. Launch your MVP to a small audience. You need to gather data about how many people buy, what feedback do they give, adapt based on what works and what doesn't. A/B testing your MVP can increase success rates by 30%. Let's take a look at some MVP success stories. Airbnb, they launched with just a basic website and photos of their apartment. Today, Airbnb is worth over $70 billion. Dropbox, their $15 demo video proved demand before they even built the product. That video helped them become a 10 billion company. Amazon, Jeff Bezos didn't start as the everything store. His MVP was an online bookstore. Can you notice the pattern? They started small, tested, and grew based on data. Here is the hard truth. Building an MVP feels uncomfortable. You might think it's not ready. What will people think of this basic version? But here is what data shows. 85% of successful entrepreneurs admit their first product was far from perfect. What mattered was solving a problem and getting feedback fast. Now it's your turn. Here is your challenge. Think of your business idea, identify one problem it solves, write down the simplest version of your product, and launch it, gather feedback, and adapt. Comment below with the MVP idea and I will help you refine it. If this video gave you clarity, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone stuck overthinking their business idea. In the next videos, I will take samples of business ideas and apply the MVP on it. Share your business idea and I will choose yours as a business MVP idea. And perhaps you will be the next entrepreneur with the 1 million company. See you in the next video.